Well, the Chiefs are about to be on the warpath. San Angelo Lake View getting ready for the 2024 season, and there's going to be some changes. District, the biggest one. Let's welcome head coach Hector Guevara to the Pixelcast Media Studios. Coach Guevara, thank you for taking time out to join us.
Appreciate
we know that
here.
you're not a guy that likes to be in the public eye a lot. You're more of a thinker type of guy that does things in the shadows. But, hey, we appreciate you coming by, and we appreciate your staff coming by as well. We'll talk to them shortly. So last year the injury bug kind of hurt you guys a little bit. Where do you stand right now going into the season?
Yeah, I mean, right now we're healthy.
Hey.
So we're excited. We're excited for the new year, and kids have been working hard.
All right. You graduated a lot of seniors last season, but you got some guys that can fill some holes, especially at quarterback. Austin will be back, and I know injuries hurt him last season. He may be able to step back into that role. And what about some other positions that you guys are looking to fill after graduation?
Well, I mean, it's all over the field on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. But we're very fortunate that we had a lot of kids. The coaches did a good job getting some kids some playing time, and they stepped up when they needed to be.
Arlen Ponder's with us, by the way.
So, is there, Coach? You know, you had a rough schedule last year, and we'll talk schedule here in a little bit. But is there any one team that you see out there that you're just like, oh wow, I got to get my boys ready for this?
Every week.
Every week?
Yeah, we go week by week, and that's our approach. Has always been our approach. We did have a very stiff schedule last year, and we're excited. The kids know what they have in front of them, so we'll take it week by week and go from there.
Good deal.
Offensive line. Most of the offensive line is back. That's got to make you smile a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we get a lot of those kids back, and they're excited and eager to get going, and they know. You know, they know what's the task on hand, and they're excited to lead the team.
Let's talk about district. New district.
Yeah, different from last year. Obviously, very fortunate to be where we landed. Competition is going to be stiff. We will respect every team that we play. But we're not longer with Brownwood and Estacado, which were big.
Murderers Row.
Yeah, that's tough to have top 10 teams.
Along with there with Andrews, Big Spring was tough as well. They were very talented last year, so it was a tough district last year. So yeah, we're excited, to be able to be in our district where we're in.
So Fort Stockton coming up August 30th, and that will be an away game to start off the season. And you guys always have a tough time with Fort Stockton. That's I won't say a rivalry, but over the years, it's always a hard-fought game.
Yeah, We've had some good games with them, and unfortunately we have some really bad games. But I think for overall we've competed well with them. They've done a good job down there. We're excited to kick it off down there, and we expect to have a good game.
Well, and last year they were 9-2, so they're gonna come in. Are they loaded again this year? Or they
bring a lot of players back. It's like us. They lost some good kids, but they do a good job rebuilding with their younger varsity teams, and so we expect to go down there and be very competitive.
And then the second week is Snyder, and they were 3-7 last year. And what do they look like to y'all? Are they gonna?
I think we're very similar. They're rebuilding. They're brought in new head coach, but I think in the past few years they've done a good job with as far as football goes. So we'll see what happens. I don't know too much about them, but I know they're always they play us well, and we like I said earlier, we're going to try to go take it week by week.
Well, that's your home opener, right?
Mm-hmm. I believe so.
Snyder,
yes, sir.
Your home opener.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then the good old Golden Hurricanes of La Mesa.
Man, we've always have a tough. They've always played us tough. They always have good athletes. Again, they got a new coach, so we don't know exactly what to expect offensively or defensively. I know that the coach they brought in, he's really good, and so defensive minded. So we again, it'll be another good game.
And then the one that I was looking at you have the Bible, the Dave Campbell's, and I was looking at it earlier, and you're going to play the Westerners, the Lubbock Westerners, and they're jumping up a category. They're going to jump into 5A. So what do they look like matching up against you head to head?
The last couple of seasons we played them, it's been really close ball games. So we don't expect anything less.
And then we're going to jump into leveling. They were 2-8 last year. I think I can't remember. Did they go down or did they go up or did they stay?
They stayed the same.
Or they stay level.
They stayed level.
They stayed level.
But
yeah, it'll be another good game. We started off slow last year against them at home. Finished strong against them, but unfortunately we just had a slow start.
Right.
I don't want to be a know-it-all. Lamesa Golden Tornadoes and not Hurricanes, because if I don't say something about it, somebody's going, well, they don't know what the heck they're done talking about up there.
I'm sorry. I was thinking of Tulsa there.
They're not the Hurricanes. They're the Tornadoes.
Yeah.
So but had to do that correction. Sorry.
That's right. And then another one that's going to be, looks like it could be tough on paper is Burnett. So
that's a new team for us. So we decided to go south, and little did we know that it'll be a by-district game for somebody in our district if we're able to play Burnett. But they bring a lot of kids back, made the playoffs last year, well coached, new coach again in that ball club. But, it'll be tough. It'll be tough going that direction.
And Brownfield after that.
The Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, I don't know too much about them. I know they always have great athletes, well coached, so it'll be another good competitive game.
Right.
So week 8 is an open week. How do you feel about that?
Well, it'll be good to relax a little bit before the district opener, so we're excited for that one.
Jump into that one. And
Big Spring. Pecos first, excuse me.
Pecos is, and they were, I didn't get the record, but last year I think they were pretty evenly matched.
They're very competitive, and coach has done a good job down there, and we're excited. We're playing at home, so we still expect to be a good game. Every time we played them since I've been at Lakeview, they've always been very competitive.
See, so big. Oh, I still say one of my favorite games, where one of y'all's biggest wins was over Big Spring one year, like 3 or 4 years ago. That was just in my mind like Lakeview pulling together and gutting one out. So Big Spring, and then y'all have to go to Andrews it looks like the Mustang Bowl. Exactly like the Sweetwater Mustang Bowl. I don't know if they call it that, but
Big Spring's always been tough, and like I said, we'll go out there, and they're going to actually come to our place this year. So we're excited, and then yes, we end up going to Andrews at the end of the season. So, and Andrews has great tradition in football, and like I said, we're going week by week. We respect everybody, and we're gonna go up and play hard and hopefully be in a position to win the ball games.
We always laugh and say whenever we get into doing playoff games and stuff, the Estacada coach several years ago told us, you play for Monday. We're playing for Monday now, and that's kind of the philosophy. I think you're kind of saying we're playing for Monday. We're gonna play next, and Monday will come up and we'll do that, and we'll reevaluate.
Yeah, definitely want to grow as a ball club every game and get better, because I know we've got a lot of young athletes coming up and they're new to play on Friday nights, and we got some kids that are going to be playing a lot more on Friday nights, so we definitely got to get better every ball game to have a chance.
Coach Hector Guevara, thank you so much. We're looking forward to seeing you guys this season on Concho Sports Network, and thanks for taking the time to talk to us. I know you're busy. We'll talk to some coordinators here. And
thank you, and appreciate having us over here, and go Chiefs.
You betcha. Lakeview Chiefs. Coach Derek Alambar is with us. Coach, welcome aboard, and thanks for coming by the Pixelcast Media Studios, sir.
Thank you guys for having me.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do for the football team as well as other things at San Angelo Lakeview High School?
I am the defensive coordinator and coach the safeties.
Okay.
I also coach track and field, and so that gives me an opportunity to work with both not only the boys program but the girls as well.
So you know ahead of time who the fast kids are, huh? The fastest kids.
Well, yeah. Usually you have more success if you are fast when you run track. And so we always encourage our football players to run. Really not only football, though, any sport, because in almost every sport you have to run and be able to sprint, and it pays off to have speed. So we try to encourage everybody to do track. Do
you think it's better as far as football goes for kids to do sprints and like stop for 30 seconds or whatever than another sprint as opposed to running miles and miles and miles? Do you think that prepares them for football better, running sprints instead of long distance?
Well, I think both do have their part. I personally like the sprints because you sprint more in football, but also you get the conditioning part as well. And so we do different things as far as conditioning. We'll run sprints, we'll run gassers. Every now and then we may run a couple of distance runs.
Gassers are still around.
They still are. The kids don't like them, and there's a reason, and it's tough. And so it's just, and sometimes that builds mental toughness as well as conditioning too.
Well, what's that? Our friend, Coach Larry Hulsher, last night he was talking to me about, what is it? You run the ring in the spring so you can do something in the fall.
Ball in the fall.
Ball in the fall, so you can run the ball in the fall. That's right.
Yeah.
So kind of that philosophy.
Right. We want our kids to stay involved. And you don't even have to be a skill runner. You don't have to be fast. You don't have to be on the relay team to be in track and field. You can be a thrower. You can be a jumper. And so we try to encourage basketball kids to come out. It doesn't matter what. We just want to get people involved.
So are you one of the – do you believe in the bands? Because I know the bands have come in and been a big thing. Or are you a weight room guy?
I do like the weight room. We don't have a lot of bands, really. Right. But weight room is important. Our kids, they lift weights, and then they go run in the afternoon. And so I read somewhere that if you want to be fast, you lift and you sprint. And if you want to jump, you sprint and you lift. So those things seem to work well. Gotcha.
And so is there anybody, you're talking D, what formations are you going to run this year? What are we going to run and see from you?
We're going to base out of the 3-4.
Okay.
And but we'll be multiple. We'll be able to get down in an even front. We may drop a linebacker down, and we want to try to be multiple so that the offense doesn't just see a set defense.
Right.
And know what to expect. Offenses do that to defenses. They try to change it up on us. So we want to do the same and try to be multiple so that we're not just so vanilla.
Okay. And so is there any player, if you're looking at all of them, is there any one player that you've seen that you're just like, wow, we need to pay attention to them? And Darren and I won't be doing Lakeview Chief games this year, so we're going to have, I think it's Coach Jones and one of our new guys, Chad, is going to do it. And so is there anybody that we should encourage them to, hey, look for this because this guy's going to be a stud?
Well, I'm not going to give any names out. We have to play as a team defensively. Okay. We really do. And I don't know if we have a stud that's going to stand out this year. We have kids that have the ability to stand out, and they might. And it's going to be more than one. But we want to try to encourage teamwork and flying around. And really, that's what a successful defense is. Right. Playing together as a team. And I know you're trying to get a single name out there.
No. Because I appreciate that you say it's a team effort. Because as a former coach, I always hated going, I got this one kid that he's a stud. Now I wanted all of my guys across the front to be studs and to be headhunters is what you want them to be.
Yes,
especially on D.
We want them to look at it as being unselfish also. And hopefully we can coach the kids and remind them it's not about me, it's about the team, it's about we. And so that's what we're trying to build.
Good deal.
Coach, we appreciate you talking to us, and we wish you the best. I wanted to ask you, do you have any mentors as far as coaching? Like coming up, man, I want to be a coach like that guy. Did anybody you looked up to, like their style, the way they ran schemes, anything like that?
There's a lot. There's a handful. There's a handful of coaches. One is our head coach, Hector Guevara.
Yeah.
He gave me the opportunity, and I've learned a lot from him. And
you don't have to say that just because he's here in the studio.
Well, I know I don't, but I know I don't, and believe it or not, he's not paying me to say that. But Hector Guevara, other coaches that I've worked with throughout the years, and coaches that I've played for in high school, guys that I look to every day, and I always draw back memories from high school about how I was coached or what the coaches did in that situation, and you just try to use every little bit from different coaches that had some type of influence on you.
One other thing, where'd you go to high school?
Stanford.
Stanford.
Yes.
Okay. So
Trying not to say anything about Gordon Wood. He used to coach.
He used to coach there.
Gordon Wood, yes, we have a statue of him up there, but he won a couple of state championships.
Well, we can't help but mention him every broadcast we do. Somehow it comes around. He's a Brownwood grad.
I played for him, so
Okay.
Yeah,
He's a friend of mine too.
He told me I was a better saxophone player than I was a football player. So
Well, that's what a good coach does. They find the strengths of their players.
That's right.
So
He
yeah,
did.
so-
Yeah.
Oh,
Darren
man.
gives me a hard time about it every broadcast, so I have to bring it up. So,
But I love him too. So, glad
My
got
my
to know
head
him.
coach was Jerry Taylor, and
Jerry
and
Taylor.
I learned a lot from him. He's in the Texas High School Coach Association Hall of Fame, and as far as I know, he's still alive and kicking. And he was actually mentioned at coaching school this year. Somebody brought up his name, and just to be able to play for somebody like that, and people are still talking about him,
Oh,
it
yeah.
means a lot. Yeah.
It means a lot to play for a legend,
Right.
and you'll be able to years from now go, yeah, I played for Jerry Taylor. Heck yeah, big deal. What do you? Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So it's a cool thing to be able to do that and have that. Those guys teach you not only, and I think, and you guys will too. They teach you not only how to play football, but they teach you how to be a man.
Correct.
And that's the coolest part about coaching is you get to teach those kids how to be men, not just athletes.
Exactly right.
Someday they'll say, Coach Alambar taught me this, or they'll hear your voice in their head when it's tough, and make it through that time because of you. That could happen.
Yeah,
And we appreciate everything you do with the kids, man. We look forward to seeing you guys out on the field. And Coach Alambar, best of luck to you, man.
Thank you. Go
We
Chiefs.
wish you many sacks this season and interceptions, fumble recoveries, all that stuff.
any of that.
Thank you.
I'm Darren Prater along with Arlen Ponder. The Darlins here. Bookending. One of our favorite guys here from Lakeview, getting ready for the football season. Introduce yourself, sir.
Coach Tony Cortez, Offensive Coordinator, also head baseball coach at Lakeview High School.
Yeah, congratulations on that. You
Yeah.
took that
Thank
over.
you. Yes, sir.
Yep,
I
yeah.
always want to call him the Fungo Man because one of the first things you mentioned, you still like to hit the Fungo Man.
Oh man, it's fun. It's fun.
I'm a little after being a lefty in baseball. I'm even afraid of the Fungo Man. I'm gonna back up. But man, congratulations on that. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
but
Thank you.
what's your role with the football team?
I'm the offensive coordinator. I coach the quarterbacks. So
All right.
That's what I do.
Hey, and the best thing ever, he's a Tarleton alum.
Yes,
So
sir.
There we go. That's
Hey.
right.
Go
See?
Tarleton.
That's right.
That's
Bleed
right.
Purple. So,
We went to Tarleton.
Coach, what are we going to do this year? What can we see from the Chiefs?
We're going to base out of a 2x2 set. Two receivers on either side of the offensive formation in the shotgun,
Okay.
offset running back. So that's going to be our base
Okay.
formation. Spread, no huddle type stuff, kind of like we did last year. Just got to keep our trigger man healthy.
And that was with Austin. That was an issue. How are things looking at his quarterback position as far as health right now?
Pretty good. We've got Austin. Obviously, is going to be a senior. There's some underclassmen that are viable candidates as well. That they're growing into that role. That one day they will be the starters. So it's looking pretty good. Kind of like Coach Alambar mentioned earlier, our weight room, our weight program, I think, has been beneficial for all of our quarterbacks. We always encourage all of our kids, regardless of the position, to lift. A strong joint, strong bones are healthy bones. So obviously injuries are going to happen, but that kind of helps it out a lot.
There was that Ian Cortez fella y'all used to have. Pretty darn tough. And
Yeah.
Howard Payne, about to play for Howard Payne, huh?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're excited about that. He kicked off the summer workouts with his older brother. I guess June 3rd is whenever he moved over to Brownwood, started working out with those guys.
Y'all have some big shoes to fill on the offensive side of the ball. But the offensive line,
That's-
most of them back?
That's encouraging. Yes, sir. I believe we get 3.5, 4 out of 5 back, and very talented, young men.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And you mentioned offset running back. Are you going to use like the running back in motion to maybe go out and be a receiver? Or
That's not
misdirection?
something that we're not opposed to. Going empty. Get him out of the
Yeah.
backfield, put him out there at slot somewhere. Just whatever's beneficial that weekend against that opponent.
Right.
We're going to make that guy kind of, we're going to put him where we need him.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Y'all have proven y'all are not afraid to throw a deep ball here and there either.
No, it's always hard to guard a deep ball if you can get it. So we're going to do that. Obviously when we get a chance. Yes, sir.
All right.
And that's good because I see some of these teams, and I think I see some D-backs that are returning on some of those teams. So having Austin back there, who's played, and have you seen his, his maturation come through? Because didn't he have to start as a sophomore? Or?
He did. He came in and played some as a sophomore in some tough ball games, and did a good job. Very limited as far as throwing with him and stuff, but whether you hand the ball off or throw the ball as a quarterback, it's a tough spot to be in. But he's matured the last couple of years, and it's just being comfortable back there, knowing that they're coming to try to take your head off, and he's done a good job with that.
Yeah, you start hearing footsteps. That's
it's tough. It's tough.
It's
to keep
a very tough
downfield.
Position to keep your cool. They're coming at you.
Yeah, and with a quarterback, they have to learn how to climb that ladder, and also how to know when to get out of there.
Yes, sir.
And that's the thing I look forward to seeing him this year, because you saw it, like you said, his sophomore year and then his junior year last year. I think he got some happy feet a couple of times.
Yes, sir.
I think he got hurt, didn't he? And then he came back in a couple of games. And
yes, sir. Yeah, he came in late in the year last year after he had suffered a pretty tough injury, kept him out for a big part of the year.
Right.
But did come back and get some snaps there at the end of the year.
Right. So it wasn't just that injury wasn't resident in his mind that, hey, I'm going to feel this all the time. He was able to come back and take that hit. Yeah. So that was good.
Did a good job with that.
Yeah.
Well, we know you guys are busy. Y'all have things to do tonight, or else we'd sit here and probably chat all night long.
Oh yeah, we could talk football.
Because we'll
all
do
day.
that. We'll end up talking about whatever if we just keep on rambling.
Yep.
Wish you the best of luck, though, man.
Yes, sir.
It's been great getting to talk to you and your sons, and it's going to be a fun ride. Getting ready for the 20th.
Hold on, a couple of things. Where'd you go to high school?
I went to high school Comanche.
Okay,
Comanche.
so you're an Indian.
I'm an Indian.
He's an Indian. See,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
from Dublin, man.
Darren's a Dublin Lion.
Dublin
so,
Lion.
Yeah, see,
Crazy story. That was my first coaching job.
No.
Was in Dublin. Yes, sir.
Who was head coach?
Coach Dwayne Ross.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes, he was our head coach.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
and then that was the only one I think I lost my other one.
Oh,
that happens
man.
with old age.
I'll say, as far as Comanche, you're a chief now, and you're from Comanche. That's scary, because Comanche aren't known for their mercy. So look out, district.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gonna get you.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate it, man.
Yeah, appreciate you being here. Appreciate all of y'all coming in, and appreciate everybody joining us, because we look forward to doing these, and they're a little bit out of our time, a little bit out of y'all's time, but I think everybody enjoys it, and they want to see what's coming up, and
Yes,
we
sir.
appreciate y'all being here and appreciate you taking the time. I know y'all are in the middle of tours right now, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so get back out there and sweat. It's 100 degrees out there, I think.
Well, we won't have an issue doing that. It's pretty warm out there. We
Good
thank
deal.
you guys for your support of our student athletes, and obviously us as coaches.
Appreciate all you guys do for the kids, man.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you guys.